Welcome to the WBC Arena. What a night we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time, fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold.
What a pleasure to be in this unique and there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. That big hook doesn't land. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Oh, they landed a good jab there. This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the ropes. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that lap. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice exchange here from both men. He didn't take that jab well at all. Missing with that right hook. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That left uppercut doesn't score. Trying to land that jab. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, they ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
How about that time counter shot? How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They both want the knockout. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
It's like a game of joust. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Missing with the hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter shot. That jab misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Ali in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The straight right just misses. And that jab just missed with the left hand. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These two were made for each other. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
She got out of the way of that right hook. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can...
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which fighter will say no mas? Just missed with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, slap a match made in heaven.
That left hook won't score. Straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Big whiff with the right hook. Do you believe what we are seeing? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. You don't want to trade shots. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles to make sure